Welcome. I'm Whitney Moonshine. This is my channel. Welcome to the reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? If it doesn't resonate, don't worry. It doesn't always resonate with everybody, but it does resonate with somebody, so take that into consideration. Always remember, for entertainment purposes only, okay? If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't worry. There's always another message coming along. If you want a personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box below. And you can also find it in the About section for the channel. Okay, so we're going to start today's reading off with a channel message. Let's see what happens today for the ether. Whoa. Okay, so the first card that came out was the garbage can in reverse. Then we got the Sword and the Stone in reverse. We have Eric Draven, pretty much in reverse. And then Fought Tooth and Nail, which kind of came up in reverse, but I thought, like, I'm going to put one card in the upright. I don't know if that was the one, but actually it stayed upright, so maybe we'll keep it upright. It seems like somebody... It's like, I feel like with this garbage can, somebody threw something away and now they want it back. Right? And actually, I've been starting to, like, I used to sometimes compulsively throw things away, and now I'm not doing it. If something wants me to suddenly throw something away, I won't throw it away. And then what's been happening recently is, because I'm not throwing anything away like I usually do, I suddenly need it. I'm like, if I would have thrown that away because I haven't used it or because it's just useless, I would have had to go and buy another one. Like 2 weeks later, after not using it for this long. What the fuck? So, I don't know, there's something in, like, right when I started the reading, I heard the song Leave by Kingfisher. Then I was watching a couple just little videos this morning, and one video popped up about Tom Hanks and Jennifer Aniston and how and why they're like one of the only two people whose houses didn't burn down when, like, majority of the Hollywood Hills burnt down. Suddenly, like, for some reason, their properties just weren't touched. And people are like, how the hell, like, how'd they know, blah, 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 or like, did they send out a message? And it's like, no, they put out precautions for the future because they knew where their house was. It could burn down very easily just in its path of destruction if anything happens. So we're going to use all of these things. We're going to buy all these things, okay, that we're not going to throw away. And they have these sprinklers attached to their properties, and their houses were made of basically steel, so they can't burn down. And they had sprinkler systems, so when the temperature outside reached a certain degree, the sprinklers would naturally turn on, and they covered the house and all the lawn and all the trees, so everything would stay alive if there was a fire, or if the temperatures were just too high, especially in those desert places. One flick of a smoke and it all just goes up in flame, right? Clearly, right? Just it's accidents sometimes, which can cause some of the biggest fires, and then you lose it all. Somebody doesn't want, either they don't want to throw it away, or they did throw it away, because maybe that's why Eric's here. Maybe it was like, how they get killed and evicted. Well, I think they want to shut the building down and they want to evict everybody or something like that. They want to do something with the building, and the tenants are fighting against the building company to not lose their home. It's something about a home being lost, I think. That you fought really hard to keep or to buy or to get, or it's in the future. I don't know. So, it's like, maybe somebody willingly, accidentally gave something away that they didn't know, because it's the truth in limbo. So it's like nobody lied, but nobody told the truth. So it's like, did you not get the message? Did you not get the message? Like, you didn't get the truth about something. You've been fighting for something, and it's all a waste. But in their eyes, it might look like a waste, but it's not a waste. It's for you. It's left for you. It's like maybe everybody's just walked away from it because they think it's garbage, but it's not garbage. It's just nobody knows anything about it because they don't want to ask. They don't want to know how hard you fought. They don't want to know what you're going through. They don't want to know anything. Just because you don't want to know something doesn't mean it's not going to hit the fan. Couldn't have said it better myself, Spirit. I swear to God, just because these people don't want to know something, it doesn't mean that shit's not going to hit the fan, because they're purposely not looking at the signs. There's lightning. Sorry, I forget sometimes where I put the camera. There's lightning and sickness. So these people are going to get sick quick. Someone's going to get sick quick. Okay, that I think you've been fighting really hard to get something back from, like, or somebody, they threw something away on you, or they called you garbage, or they said you weren't worth anything, and it's like you're just waiting for that redemption. You're just waiting for something, and there it is, the assumption with the Santa Satan card. It's like you're assuming you're going to get something, but you don't know if it's going to be good or bad, because they took it from you, which means they have to give it back, and if they have to give it back, it's in their responsibility, which means they could give you a bunch of coal. They could, put the money into an RSP that you can't touch for 30 years. Like, they could fuck you like that or something like that. Like they could still do something. It's like and I think I almost feel like you're assuming the worst because they did throw you away, because they do think you're trash, and you're not. You're not, but they're labeling you as something. This person is a consumer. This person thinks that the way that you look means something. Like, you have to look like your hierarchy. You have to look like you have money. You have to look like this. So they're willing to take a lot away from you so that they can look a certain way. And you're not even really fighting it. You're just like, I just want my shit. I just want what I want to fight for. I don't care about what you're going to do with the building after you evict me. I don't care. You want to evict me? That's fine. You can fucking kick me out. I'll go on my merry little way. But I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to not say that, like, what you're doing is wrong, and I might blow this shit up. So somebody has been watching you, okay? And they're done. It's over with. They can't do it anymore. They can't watch you anymore. Because it's getting creepy. It's getting creepy in, like, a way that you don't even know how creepy they really are, okay? It's something to do with your social media. Maybe this person claims they don't have social media, and they do. Okay, they do. They are definitely watching, and it's creepy. I wrote creepy on that card too, because I was like, I'm gonna emphasize the fact of how creepy social media can really be, because it can be used as a good thing. You get your media out, which is exactly what we're supposed to do, socialize a little bit, get back to your life. But it has turned into this ability to creep people, ability to stalk people, ability to know where you are at all times, especially if you have your location services on. Be careful of that shit. I remember this guy, 11, 12 years ago. Okay, this was like when Facebook first came out, which I don't even think it was 12 years ago. I think it was way before that. But it was something when the new messenger had just kind of happened, and he messaged me and he goes, "What are you doing down in the South End?" I was like, "How do you know that I'm in the South End?" hadn't heard from this person for a while. And I'm like, how do you know? He's like, that you are on Fundy Court right now? I can't even believe I remembered where I was. I haven't lived there in a very long, I was like 27, 26, 27. I'm like almost 39, like 39 in less than a month. So it's a fucking long time ago. You were on Fundy Court. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I lived on my own. I've lived on my own for a long time. Like I've had boyfriends here and there, but like when I didn't have a boyfriend, I majority lived alone. Okay, so you can imagine how much anxiety I had from living alone. Like I lived in very awful places. I was always by myself. It was always creepy. You know, I was always hearing noises. I have PTSD. I don't sleep through the night. I don't think I ever really will. I'm constantly up. You know, I hear the smallest little bang and I'm awake. You know, I'm looking outside. Like, are you fucking with my car? Are you fucking trying to get in my house? Like, what do you do? Like, I don't sleep. I gotta live in the ghetto. You don't sleep in the ghetto, okay? You just don't sleep. You don't even know what sleep is. So I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm always alert. Okay, I'm always alert. And so when he was texting me this stuff, finally I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how do you know where I live? Like, you gotta understand, this is really creeping me out. And he's like, well, Facebook's telling me where you are right now. I must have. I don't even think phones then had location services that you could turn on and off. You know what I mean? So I was like, I think there was at one time Facebook knew where you were just by logging in. I mean, they probably still do now. I don't have my location services on my phone, so no one's supposed to know where I am, but it'll still say that I'm logged into Facebook in the exact city that I'm at. I don't know if it's me that's logged in, or if it's somebody else. Because I mean, if you don't check your device settings, like there are everything that you have. So like your threads, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Google account, they all have a spot with third party access and devices, registered devices, and where you're logged in. And when you hit that button, you will see where you are logged in. Okay. And you wouldn't believe my sister, she was using Indeed, the resume business profile, and I recently, you know, had started going on it, and I went into the management, into the settings, and saw where I was logged in, and I was logged in under like, I don't know, 10 different accounts on Indeed, because Indeed, when you do third party login, okay, I turn my third party login off. I don't allow third party logins, so I have to sign into everything myself. I don't just hit my Google account to sign into my Facebook or my Instagram. I do that all manually. When you do that automatically, they set that up for you automatically. So then they have full access and full control of your account. Third party. Okay. Be very careful. So that's why I'm thinking social media, third party. Maybe this person knows where you fucking are all the time. And it's become a disease. It's become a sickness. They're watching you because they threw you away and they want you back. I think that's the main answer, is that they threw you away and they want you back. So they're stalking your Facebook. And I don't know what, there it is. They're stalking your Facebook. I don't know what is going to end up happening to you because of this, but something's going to happen really quick and they're going to get a dead end. So I almost feel like it could be, you know, Facebook shuts their account down. Right? They look like they're doing suspicious behavior or something like that. Like I tried to start a Patreon, okay, and it set me up as an adult account, and I didn't want an adult account, but I couldn't change it because Patreon is really fucked up the way that it's set up. So I tried to delete the account. Well, it wouldn't let me. So then I reopened an account. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to open up a different account and I'm going to start it completely different, and then I will let Patreon know about this other account that I want them to delete. Well, sure enough, I set that second one up and they shut it down immediately for suspicious behavior. And I couldn't even fight it. I was like, I gave them the answer of exactly what happened, and they still took it away from me. They wanted to know my home address. They wanted me to send my driver's license. They wanted me to send, a bunch of shit. I couldn't even tell you. I was like, this is beyond. Okay, this is beyond. They wanted like all my social media activity, access to my email. Like it was fucked. I was like, you should have saw their list of demands to prove that it was me and that they were both my accounts and that I wanted one shut down. And I was like, yeah, thanks. No, you can just pull me right out of that. I'm not going to prove to you I am me. Okay. No. So, you know, like, and that's just an example of what social media does, you know, with their what do you call those? like Terrans or something like that they run to try to deboot people that are making fake accounts, right? It's like they've got this original rap sheet, and if you hit all of these categories, simultaneously, and they sync up, well, Facebook will say that you're a fake account, even though they are promoting you having various accounts. So Facebook is very much like add another account, be another person. Who do you want to be today? Okay, it's so funny. Like there's some shit happening once Trump gets in. Okay, he's this whole transgender, trans disabled, trans this, trans that. He wants to shut it all down. So honestly, when shit hits the fan, shit is gonna hit the fan. Okay, so I feel like this person, they get their phone taken away from them. People got their TikTok taken away from them. He gets their phone taken away from him, or if he loses his laptop or something like that, shit is gonna hit the fan. This guy's gonna have a fucking meltdown because he can't watch you anymore. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think that's the final message. Shit is gonna hit the fan when he can't stalk you anymore. I don't know how the world is gonna take him away. Oh my god. Honestly, I really feel like this person is like they're possessed by something. Possessed. And a possession kind of when you see one, somebody, they can't get their words out fast enough, they're stuttering, they have to make a decision right away, you have to become theirs right away. That's all like part of like dominance and like and a spell and like it's just crazy what people will put themselves through, okay? Saying that they love somebody. Okay, so take what resonates, see what doesn't, as I said. And if you want a personal reading, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. All right. I would love nothing more than to do a personal reading with you over what the heck is going on in this message. I don't even have a clean piece of paper to write this on. If you want a personal message, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Okay. Send me a message. We'll set your reading up at your earliest convenience as you can, and we'll get talking about what we need to talk about that's going on in your life. If not, thanks just for liking the channel or just watching the video. I'm doing this thing where I'm really getting collective out of the dark. I really want collective to know what happened to them and give them all their answers that they need. So if you have a question out there and you want it answered, then just send it to me telepathically, baby. That's how I work. Send it to me and I will answer it for you. You will know it's your answer because it will be the title of the video. Okay? So, I'm going to sign off. 18 minutes on the dot. That's awesome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Peace out. Namaste. Be good. Okay? And honestly, this person is going to have a fucking meltdown. So, I don't know if you're in contact with them, but if you are, beware. All right?